Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So did you write the program? Yesterday's program? Okay, did you write the program? Yesterday's program? Had I given assignment or not yesterday? Hmm? Word count program. I had asked you to write the program for word count, number of occurrences of word in a text or in a message. Am I audible to you all? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes,
When
sir.
I, when I asked
sir.
about program, nobody respond, no? When I asked about program, you don't reply, no, for program. At least if you tell, at least I tried, I didn't get or something, we got output, something like that, then it will be good. Otherwise, of no use. Again, mum. Neha, Neha,
Yes, sir.
what I discussed yesterday? What I discussed in last class? Yesterday's class? What I discussed in last class, Neha?
Sir, don't know, sir.
Because you not attended class, just simply you logged in, but you are not there in the class.
Sir, I had come out yesterday, sir.
If that's the case, you need not to attend the class, because yesterday I called you three times, 3 to 4 times, because I was asking everyone to write the program. That time I called your name, you are not replied. That's why in the morning I called you only first. If that's the case, you need
No,
not to
sir.
attend. For the sake of attendance, you need not to come. I don't want that class.
Okay.
Hmm? If you want to attend and if you want to learn, then if you want to score some good marks in the examination, final examination, then you attend. Otherwise, no need to. I'll give 100% attendance. What about others? Others, have you tried program? Yesterday I was asking. Yes. Any of you tried that program at least? Only one has sent me message.
Right,
I wrote so and so program, but I didn't get output. That's Amulya, I think. Yes, Amulya. Only Amulya has sent message. But others, what about others?
I tried, sir, but didn't get output.
Then what's the problem? That you should have messaged me, no? So I'm trying so and so program. I got
I
this
used that
offer.
split.
Huh? Yes.
I used that split method, sir.
Okay. Later, if you get any error, then you could have asked me, no? I told you anytime you can ask me. If I see the message, if I am busy with some work, some other work, then I may not reply immediately. But once I get some time, no, then definitely I'll reply. Not only just simple message saying, okay, no, not like that. I'll give complete details, the mistakes and even the corrections to be made, even the lines to be written or to be corrected. Everything I put a message. Those who are reply, those who have sent me queries, I replied them. You can see their messages. How I reply. See, because this is basically programming subject. See, why you fear of programming is only because of lack of practice. So in starting from the first class, I told you, if you practice well, then you will get understanding of the subject, understanding of the language. Then you will get some practice over the concepts or the constructs of the programming language. Then you can write the applications, build applications. Otherwise, it's of no use. Simply I cover, I even upload videos. Afterwards, at least if I don't get any like queries, or at least if I get, without queries also, if you bring the solution for the given assignments, then it will be good. Otherwise, what's the use? Answer me. Yes, Achala.
Yes,
Achala.
yes, sir.
Whether you tried,
Tried, sir, but I didn't get, sir.
you didn't try.
I tried, sir.
Then what happened? So what was the error? At least you tell me what was the error. So in the first
Stuck in
class
the
for
middle
everyone to make you work with this Python, I told you using in laptop, using in desktop as well as in the mobile phone. See, all of you have mobile phones. You work regularly, use mobile phone. You could have worked for at least 1 hour, at least 30 minutes. You could have worked for these programs in your mobile phone only. Anuradha,
Yes, sir.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ?
I tried, sir, but I didn't get, sir.
Then who has to ask the questions about those? Whether you tried or not tried, how will come to know that, Panna? Vishal? ವಿಶಾಲ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಪ್ಪ?
ಸರ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ
ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಮಾಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀನು, ಮಾಡುದನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀನು.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾಳಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಮಾಡುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ
ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವ್ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾರ್ದನ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಏನಂದ್ರ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತ ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊತ ಕತೆ ಅಡ್ಡಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ರೈಟ್? Vanishri? Vanishri, sound increase ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ನಿಮ್ದು.
Hello, sir.
ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. What you did?
Sir, ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು.
ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ರಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರೇನ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಸರ್ ಬಟ್ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
What I discussed yesterday?
Sir.
What I discussed yesterday in the yesterday's class? ಏನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನಾನು yesterday? That only you don't know. Yes, this is what the status of you people, right? I'm observing. From today, I'm not going to upload recorded videos. So the only live classes, what I'm going to take, I'll be having the recorded videos. I'll be keeping with me only for my purpose. Okay, but I'll not upload those recorded videos. Those who ask personally, I'll share them. I will share with them. Okay, Sudhakar. Sudhakar.
Yes, sir.
What you did yesterday?
Nothing. I was absent for the last.
Increase your volume first.
Yes, sir.
Increase the
I
volume.
was absent, sir. I was absent, sir.
Huh?
I was absent, sir.
Then what about other previous programs?
Sir, did sir? I had one.
All the programs. Then you have uploaded in Google Classroom or in Wise app.
No, sir. Just wrote in the notebook.
Then who has to apply? Who has to submit those assignments?
Me.
Who has to submit?
Me only.
And then when you will submit then?
Submit today, sir. I will submit.
Sushmita?
Yes, yes.
Have you wrote the program?
So try my best.
ನೀನ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ನೀವು?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿನಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನಾನು?
Sir, number of occurrence of a character in a message. Sir.
ನಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿ? ನಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು? Sneha?
Yes, sir.
Have you tried program?
No, sir.
Why?
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ತನನು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾನು.
ಒಟ್ಟ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ತನ?
ಸರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿನ್ ಸರ್, ನಿನ್ನಿದ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅಷ್ಟ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ತನ.
ಎದಕ್ರಿ?
ಸರ್ ಬಾಳ್ ಹೆಡ್ಏಕ್ ಐತಿ ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಸರ್.
ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನಿಲ್ಲ?
ನೋ ಸರ್.
Then who is responsible?
Me, sir.
And then?
ಇವತ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
I wrote previous programs?
Yes, sir. Uploaded, sir. Yes, sir.
Smita?
Yes, sir.
I tried.
Yeah, sir, but the same that Amulya got, no, sir, the same program only I got, sir.
Then you could have asked no queries.
Yes, sir. Yesterday, like we were discussing, sir. She told even I sent the same type of program to sir. So yeah.
I replied no. Then I replied back no for that. What is the?
Yes, sir. That's what sir, I was trying. That how could we change and modify that program, sir?
So today we'll come up with the solution.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shweta?
Yes, sir.
What you did yesterday? Have you tried program?
Yeah, sir, tried, sir, but didn't get the output.
Then what was the error? What was the problem? What was the error? If you have tried program, then what was the error? What was the error? Some error you might have got, na? If you have tried.
Only I have wrote, sir.
Then you have mobile phone. Huh? Do you have laptop?
In this week, I will purchase new one, sir.
But you have mobile phone, right? You know how to execute in mobile phone. That I shown you 2 times in first 2 classes. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Then you could have tried in your mobile phone, right? No, this is not the way. See, for everyone I am telling you, this is not the way. This is not the way to learn programming languages, right? Because earlier 8 to 9 students, I was observing 8 to 9 students were putting queries and asking, okay, correction for the corrections. So yesterday only one asked me. So who missed the class? Actually, she asked me, so sir, you didn't upload videos. So at least that you should have asking and getting your solution, getting the solutions. Otherwise, of no use. Simply we complete syllabus. It's for sake of completion of syllabus. We complete it. You people also will complete it. Just you'll attend. You'll be there in the just online. You'll come log in and you'll be there or not. We don't know. That's why I asked you to turn on your videos in the initial. But you told yes, the data pack will be the data usage will be more if you turn on the videos. I said I agreed, but some people are simply logging in and they are not attending, are not being in the class. So that's why from today I'll not be uploading the recorded videos. I'll be having those copies with me, yes, but I'll not upload those videos, right? I think Srinidhi, Sana Kopper, Samprita, Saima, Sharan Basava. What about you people?
Sir, ಬರ್ದಿನ್ ಸರ್ ಅದ್ರ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಬಟ್ ಬರದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬರದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ ಆರ್ ವಿತ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆರ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ಟಾಪ್. ನಿಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎರರ್ ಬಂತಂದ್ರ ಆ ಎರರ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿಬಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಗೇನ್ ನಿಮಗ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೀ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆರೀಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಎರರ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹೌ ಟು ಡಿಬಗ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ನೋ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಏನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ರಿ. ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾಳೆಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಾ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಬರೀತೀರಿ, ಅದು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ತರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಮ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಾಗ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿನಿ ನಾನು. ಯಾರ್ ಕ್ವೆರೀಸ್ ಕೇಳಿರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿನಿ. ಎಸ್, ನೀವು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ. Others like Preeti, Purvi, Pooja, Rajia, Rakshita, Ranjita, Rohan.
ಹಾ ಸರ್,
ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕುಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಹೋಗೋದಿತ್ತು ಸರ್, ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕುಂದ್ರಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಸರ್, ನಾ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯಗ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ದೆ ಕಾಲ್. ಅಕ್ಕಿ ನಾ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಸರ್, ಇನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸರಿ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಮತ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಂದ್ರ ಹ್ಞೂ ಅಂದೆ ಅಂತ ಮತ್ ಸುಮ್ಮನಾದೆ ಸರ್ ನಾನು.
ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ.
ಹಾ
Saima didn't answer me. Saima, Sana Murdi, Saima. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
What you did?
I was absent, so yes, sir.
Hmm?
Absent, so yesterday.
Hmm. Be remain absent only, right? At the end, you will only face the problems. Hmm?
No, sir, because of power supply. I have attended all the classes, sir.
Hmm. But you didn't put message.
Phone switched off, sir.
Good. Okay, right. Yes. Okay. So today I'm going to discuss one program, that is real world program. It's a tic-tac-toe, right? So I think you might have already experienced of playing this game, tic-tac-toe game. So how data structure like a data type called as a dictionary can be used with this real world problem, right? Look into this diagram here. So here what we have, this is usually looks like a big hash. Okay, this is the hash symbol, what you can call as. So here there are 9 positions. Okay, so these 3 positions are in the top, so that's why we can call as top left, top middle, and top right. So then these are in the middle, so we can say these as middle left, middle M, and middle right. Then these 3 are in the bottom position, so we can call them as bottom left, bottom middle, and bottom right. Right. So now what you can do for these 9 positions, we can take them this position name as a key, so we can create a data type, that is dictionary data type. So with this form here, like a top left with initial value empty, top middle with initial value empty, like so on. For all the positions we can initially take the empty values. So that mean when a player, so there will be 2 players here, there will be 2 players. One player will be not. So check, Purvi, you check with your, so because for others, what about others? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So now there will be 2 players here, usually in the tic-tac-toe. So one I call as X and other one I call as Y. So usually they will be choosing some position, and they will be placing the some marking. Like for example, player X will place the X in the position he chooses, right? Or he or she chooses. Then player Y, then you'll choose a one position, and I'll place some mark. For example, I'll take a O. So O will be the mark used by the player Y. So then what happens here, like after completing the game, after completing filling the 9 positions, okay, after filling the 9 positions, so then what usually we do, we will find out the winner of the game. We'll find out the winner of the game. How we find the winner of the game? Based on, see, for example, if X are there in one row, complete row, okay, so either it may be in the horizontal direction or it may be in the vertical direction. If one row is completely filled with X, then player X is the winner. If one complete column is filled with X, then that player is the winner. Likewise, even in the diagonal direction, also, if 3X or 3 O's are there, then that corresponding user is the winner of the game. So that's the program. So that's the game of tic-tac-toe. So that can be easily designed with the help of the dictionary, right? Let us see here. So what you can do, see, for example, if player X and is having his turn and he chooses the middle position, this one, he chooses this middle position. So then we can set here, the board is the name of the dictionary. At the middle position, what we are setting here? X. That means this position will be filled with X. That means here, this position can't be overwritten by the O. This position can't be overwritten by O, and so this will be blocked. This position will be blocked by the player X. So right, then O has to choose from the remaining 8 positions. Let us say let us say the Y chooses the position top right. That means this one. He chooses the position top right. So then he places O here. He places O. That means this position and this position have been blocked now. Now from the remaining 7 positions, again X has to choose one position and Y has to choose another position. Like this, we have to repeat for 9 times. Once all the positions are filled, then you can find out who is the winner of the game. But here I'm going to give you a simple program, but not the complete one. A part of the program I will show you here, right? So then remaining part of the program you have to complete and find the winner of the game. Here I written already assignment, what is to be done for this program, right? So now first take here this program, right? Start the idle. Create a new file, paste this code. This is tic-tac-toe game. So now, so here I'm having the dictionary with all the 9 values, okay, with all the 9 positions with empty values. Then, so this print board is going to display this kind of output. So this kind of output, it is going to this kind of form. In this form, it is going to display the output. After each player plays his turn, it is going to display the updated position, updated the diagram. So that is this print function will do, that print board function will do this one, right? So first it is going to display top left, top middle, and then top right, separated by this symbol here, that is vertical bar, okay, separated by vertical bar. Then next line we are just keeping simple dashes, okay, simple dashes to separate the top position from the middle, and then from middle to bottom position. So we are using again a simple hyphen symbols. So then middle positions are displayed, then lower bottom positions are displayed. So initially I'm taking the turn for X. I'm taking the turn for X. Then I'm looping through 9 times. So here, look at here, I in range of 9. So it is going to loop through 9 times in the for loop. So mean that in 9 iterations, it is going to take different positions from the user, mean from the players, and it will place the corresponding symbol used for the player in the respective positions given by the user. See, for example, it is first displaying the empty board. So that is empty tic-tac-toe board. Later, it is telling us who is having the turn. Who is having the turn. So then it reads the input from the user. It is going to read some position, that is top left, top middle, top right, or whatever. Out of the 9 positions, it is going to read one position. So from user player. And then for that player, it is going to set the X or O depending on the person who is having the who is having the turn. So then if turn is currently turn is to X, if the X player is having the turn, then it changes it to O. Mean in the next iteration, so the turn will be given to O. If O is having the current turn, then that will be changed to X. Likewise, interchangeably, it changes the turn of the player. Right? So like this, after all the positions filled, so then it is going to print the diagram of the tic-tac-toe. Look at here now. Initially, it has displayed 9 empty positions. So now turn is for X, and then it is asking move on which space, which position he wants to, right? Now I'll write here top L. So now look at here, X has come in the top left position, right? So then, so next the turn is for O. Next is the turn is for O. So it's asking for the next position from the O. So he has to give some other position here. Now, for example, I'll take here middle M. So that is center position, this one. So here now this has filled with a letter O, right? Like that. So like here, see, after X and O, now again X has got his turn, and now he has to choose another position. See, for example, I'll take here top middle, right? Now here we got X. So now the turn O. So since turn O, so now I'll take a top right. Okay. So now here we got O. Right. So like this, we have to continue till 9 times. Right. So now just to avoid winning of a player O, what I'll do here, now I'll take the bottom one. So bottom left. So that is low left, lower left. So this one, right? Now again O has to fill his position. So now I'll take a mid, right? Right. So this has been filled. So now again what I can do, so just I'll go with your right. So that is middle L, right? So this has been, so immediately here you can close now, because so this guy has got the X in 3 vertical positions. In vertical column, in one column he got 3x, he can stop. But here we have not updated the complete program. So here I'm just showing how dictionary can be used to take the data from the user, mean the player, and you can fill the values correspondingly, right? So likewise you continue the next two. So that is low, middle, then low, right. Correct. Sorry. Okay, let us stop now. Right. So since 9 iterations been completed, so it has come out. Right. So this is the final one. So with the help of this one, now you can find out who is the winner of the game. Right. Did you get this one? So look at here. What we are doing here. Saying every iteration we are reading the move. We are reading the move by using the input function. So then that position. So that position we are filling. That position we are filling with the turn of the player. So if X is having the turn, so then it will be filled with X. If O is having the turn, then it will be filled with the value O. So that's for how we are filling the dictionary with the X or O, right? And then we are interchanging. So if turn is to X, then it will be changed to O. If it is to O, then it will be changed to X. So this will be repeated for 9 times. Did you get this one? How useful the dictionary is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, this is just
Yes,
a
sir.
sample program, not the complete one, not the complete one. So that's why I kept you as an assignment here. You try to write it. Okay, so I'm not going to give other assignments like writing so on so questions, so on so questions, not that. Okay, whatever the assignments are given, these are the final assignments. Okay, so these assignments only if you submit, for those only I'll take the I'll assign the 10 marks. Okay, from each module. Already if in the first module I had given you some assignments, so those are final. Okay, those assignments only will be taken for the calculation of your assignment marks, right? Likewise for second module, I had given you programming assignments on list, right? Before I had given some assignments on dictionary. So now here this another assignment. After this one more I'll give. So if you just complete these assignments only, that's enough. Okay, I'm not going to overload you with some assignments. Just I'm going to give you programming assignments only. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't think like after these assignments again we have to write some theory questions and all. I'll not do that. Theory question, I know you people can read and write the theory questions. So only thing I want is, so you should have some practice over the programs. So for that reason I'm giving only programming assignments, right? Okay, so will you come with the complete solution for this one? Will you try to complete this program with solution, expected solution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So two things you need to do here. I'll tell you 2 points. One is you need to find out the winner of the game, And the second point, what you need to do is, if same position is given again. So here in this program, in this sample program, if same position, for example, I already given top left, right? It has already filled by some player. But if I give the same top left position by same player or by another player, it will take and it will set the value. But that should not happen. If it has already been filled with some value, if the position has already been filled with some value, then rewriting of that should not be. That value should not be considered as a valid input. If already filled position is given again, that should be taken as invalid input from the invalid input. You should give error message to the user, right? Will you go for this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right, I have given some hints. Yeah, you need to check with if statement whether it is already filled or not filled. If it is already filled, then just give the it's error. Okay, it's invalid input. Retry or re-input the position, right? And after all positions, after filling all the positions, then you have to give the winner of the game. Right? For that, you need to check same along horizontal wise, mean row wise, along vertical column wise, okay, or diagonal wise. If same value is there in the or all the three positions, either along horizontal or vertical or diagonal, then that player is to be supposed to call as the winner of the game, right? Did you get this idea? The complete solution for the program?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Try to come with the solution. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Then, so next one, the nested dictionaries and list. So what exactly nested dictionaries and list here you see? So one list can have a dictionary, mean list can contain the dictionary, a dictionary can contain the list, even dictionary can contain the tuples, tuple can contain the dictionary. Everything is possible here. But usually in C programming language or in C++, Java, that we can't do. So in single dimensional array, we can have only linear arrangement. In two dimensional array, we can have only rows and columns, right? But here it is not like that. So in list, we can have an item of the list can be another dictionary. An item of the list can be another tuple. Likewise, in the tuple, you can have another list, you can have another dictionary, or you can have another tuple itself, right? Likewise, in the dictionary also. So if an item of the dictionary can be a tuple, can be a list, or can be even another dictionary. So that all can be done. That we call as nested dictionaries, or nested list, or nested tuples. So how to do that? How to create that one? So look at here now, simple. So I'm going to create a database for the students, for example, right? So first student I'll call as student one. Student one is the keyword for the key for first student. Now the data. So that data I want to store for the first student. So for example, I want to store his name, right? Yeah. Who is this key? So the name as for example XYZ, right? Then second data I'm going to take here as USN of the student, right? So I'll take USN as 2RH18CS001, right? Then the date of birth of a student. So for example, I'll just take here single quote 10 Jan, right? Sorry, 10 Jan 1996, right? This way. So this is one data. So for one student, student one with another dictionary here. Look at here. This is key. This is key. But earlier I had shown you simple values like 10 or with some string kind of values. But here now look at here. What is the value here? What is this value? What is this value? It's another dictionary. It's another dictionary, right? Basically I'm creating dictionary, but in that dictionary I'm having another dictionary here. So likewise, now I can go for a second one. Look at it now, second one. Just I'll take a copy of this one. I'll take a copy of this one. Then I'll write here this one, and I'll make it as student 2. Just I'll make it as student 2. Now second key, right? So data, let it be the data be the same here. Now third one, right? So now I'll just go with your third student 3, right? So now complete this dictionary. So here is the completion. Now look at here. Now we created a dictionary which is having 3 keys. The first key is student 1, second key is student 2, and the third key is student 3. And student 1 is pointing to another dictionary. Value is not a simple data here. It is not a simple raw data. It is another dictionary. So look at here. Name, XYZ, YSN, this one, date of birth, this one. Now how to retrieve here? See, suppose if I want to retrieve student 1 information. So data of student 1. Just I can write here D of student 1. I'll get the details of this one. I'll get this details of student 1. Then again, suppose if I want name of that student, name of student 1. So then you can go with a 2-dimensional kind of representation. Look at it now. D of student 1 comma name. So will give us the value XYZ. So it's just like a 2-dimensional. Did you get the idea of